Oceanographers who study the ocean have divided the vast waters between the bottom and the surface into 5 zones. A different mix of species inhabit each zone, each having adjusted to the habitat of its zone. And these 5 zones differ in light level, water temperature, water pressure, and food sources. The sunlight zone is the closest to the surface, allowing it to receive the most sunlight than the other 4 zones. With the sunlight being largely present in this zone, the sun produces energy that enables the growth of life, such as organisms like microscopic plants, coral reefs, and schools of fish. This makes the sunlight zone the place where the majority of marine life is found. Beyond this point, the sunlight that penetrates the water begins to disappear. Here in the twilight zone, minimal sunlight shines through, and because of this, fewer organisms inhabit this area. Marine life in the twilight zone encompasses tiny microscopic organisms to colossal animals, including small zooplankton, squids, jellyfish, and whales. With food sources being lower in this zone when night falls, many twilight zone marine life swim their way up to the sunlight zone to feed in the darkness of night, and then retreat to deeper waters at daybreak to avoid becoming prey. From this zone, zero light from the sun appears anywhere, leaving the ocean waters in constant darkness. Life in this zone functions in cold temperatures and great water pressure. In light of these uninviting living conditions, the sea animals need to find food and mates and steer clear of potential predators. The marine life living here possess adaptations that allow them to do so. These include great visual perception, the output of light to attract mates or lure prey, and well-developed hearing abilities used to hear other marine life moving nearby. The midnight zone happens to be the largest habitable environment known on the planet because it holds 70% of all seawater. With this zone extending 4,000 meters, the ocean floor would be found at these depths. The water here would be completely dark, and the pressure could reach around 8,500 pounds per square inch. Because of this, exploration of this zone is very challenging, but not impossible. Research about the abyssal zone has been conducted since the 1960s. Oceanographers use equipment like autonomous underwater vehicles and remote operated vehicles that are designed to reach these great ocean depths. The marine life that inhabits this zone and thrives in it consists of animals like viperfish, vampire squids, sea spiders, and lizardfish. With larger sea life being lower in the abyssal zone, whale falls are great ways to create ecosystems for creatures that can last for decades on the carcass of a whale. These happen when a whale dies in surface waters and then sinks to the bottom of the ocean. Places that reach these depths are the deepest locations discovered by humans today. Despite the ocean floor lying somewhere between 4,000 and 6,000 meters, the Hadal Zone exceeds this only in deep trenches scattered across all oceans. The walls of the trenches are extremely steep, and they descend to even greater depths and pressures, creating habitats along the slope. With these depths, little is known about the marine life that resides here. The deep sea is full of mysteries and fascinating discoveries that seem to astonish the human mind with wonder, and each one is waiting to be revealed.